over there making a decision what they're going to do. And they've already cited me. I'm going to have to go to court. You know, this lady that had a yeah, I'm not gonna go nowhere. Made a complaint about me. Said I assaulted her when actually she came up and dumped a flower vase all over my head, dumped flowers on my head, dumped water on my head. Sir?
Yeah.
I just had something come to mind.
Okay.
This is what happened from now that I'm calmed down and I thought over the process. That woman right there came up to me with a thing of flowers and assaulted me, ripped my hat off my head, tried to smack my phone out of my hand, dumped the flowers on my head, dumped a vase of water over my head, and threw the vase on the ground right there and shattered it. Therefore, I was assaulted by her.
Okay.
And me, I'm not going to press charges on her because I believe that is an assault. And it is.
That's what we're trying to work through that,
because I can press charges on her, but I'm not going to. But if she wants to press charges on me, that's fine. But I'm forgive her for what she did. I just was proclaiming the gospel, and well, people get real angry when we proclaim the gospel.
And she did say something about putting the flowers and putting it on your head.
Yeah, she did. So, and I forgive her.
Okay, I appreciate that for you stepping up and.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that until I'm sitting here thinking, and you know what? Things will, you know what? Hey, I'm not about live and let live.
Yeah.
Because I preach the gospel, but I'm willing to forgive her, and if she wants to press charges on me, I'm not going to say nothing. But you know what? It would be nice if she would forgive me and not press charges, because really she knows that she was, and violated my space.
We're trying to work out a solution where hopefully no one gets charged with anything. But we got to do a little bit more investigating. So
I don't know. I appreciate that. You know what? And I'm done preaching for the day here. I might go somewhere else and preach. I've kind of, I think my brother got a little irritated with me, and we're gonna stop because I kind of he wanted me to keep my mouth shut, and I kept talking. But yeah, remember you were plain clothes last time I seen you.
Yeah.
You know what,
doing a bunch of
sir? The lady that is pressing charge, or she actually came up and assaulted me.
Yeah, I just want you to know. You're right.
Dumped water on my head and all that, and I don't want to press charges against her.
Water, but I saw that other.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. Well, the guy that was sitting right here was probably recording. I don't think I got it other than my verbal.
It's fine. I got the video there where she obviously comes up and touches you. So obviously we don't want you guys physically engaging with each other.
Yeah.
That's kind of a given.
Yeah.
Regardless of both your guys' positions, that's fine. We don't have a position either way, but once it starts getting physical, then we have to become involved.
Yes, absolutely. And I apologize for, but there's a space thing that, when I keep saying, please get on my space, get on my space, man, I've got to make my space. And the only thing that I was kind of worried about was maybe one of the men, because I did get a couple of them out of my space too, because they were like, you like the man pushing a woman? I'm like, yeah, she's in my space just like you. And that's when you guys were walking here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen me push.
Yelling.
Yeah, he just pushed me. I'm like, yeah, I did. You're in my space, man.
The idea obviously is not to avoid situations like this, because then it takes away from whatever your message is. It takes away from it because it becomes.
Well, I told my brother, you know what? We need to stop preaching here. You can go down there and preach, and I'll mellow out because I'm not around a bunch of drunks and potheads and homeless.
This is obviously a very dynamic spot for you guys to do this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a spot.
You were to do it,
but God says,
it's a very dynamic spot.
There's a time when you got to knock the dust off your feet and move on. Yeah. And this might be one of them places.
Yeah. Our concern is that it grows from here.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to de-escalate myself.
I appreciate that.
There's the whole world to go preach. I don't have to preach here. You guys, you got enough on your plate. Your life is, you guys are willing to put your life in harm's way, and you know what? I appreciate that.
Well, I appreciate that.
And I'm willing to put my life in harm's way too.
Yeah.
I will die for the gospel.
Which, if we can get our message done without doing that, then that's obviously the goal.
Yeah. I've never really been you know, but I've had people come, you know, it's like right there, borderline,
Yeah.
you know. But there might be coming a day when I won't be able to preach the gospel anymore. It's they're trying to ban it in California out here, you know, and really there's not too many. I mean, yeah, it seems like it's because it's right here, and we come here a lot. But when you travel around other places now, that it's like very rare. You go to San Francisco or Oakland, man, there's street preachers all over the place down
And
there.
obviously, like a weekend like this, where it's Women's Weekend and stuff like that, Big Bear Weekend, you get a lot of people in town. So, you know,
Yeah, well, today
obviously
we
your
haven't
message-
really
you get
seen.
the message out, but you end up
Yeah, we want. That's what we're trying to
contacting
reach.
people that are, you know,
Yeah.
the percentage of contrasting belief is much greater on a weekend like this.
Yeah, and actually, a lot of people appreciate the message and the proclaiming of the gospel of repentance.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's people who hate
Feel
it.
strongly. Yeah.
You know, and all we're doing is preaching against sin. You know, I'm quoting Bible verses, and I'm being told I'm hate speech, and all I'm doing is quoting the Bible. You know, I got scripture memorized.
I'm listening to you.
I know you also. But we're all created in the image of God, and we're all created for God's glory. Each and every one of us are going to answer to God one day, and we're all equal in that matter. The only difference is who's submitting to the Word, who's submitting to the Lord, and who's not. And the area in the middle is the worst place to be. You know.
You from around here?
I'm from originally I'm from Oregon.
Oh yeah.
And
What part of Oregon?
you know where Medford, Oregon is?
Oh.
Yeah. And I went to
I used to do a lot of fly fishing up in Oregon.
Road
Fly
River.
fishing, Road River.
Yeah, I lived on the Road
Sun
River.
River area, and then getting the tributaries out of Sun River. And
Yeah. I grew up running around in a little town called Union Creek, Prospect, Crater Lake
a
National
buddy of
Park.
mine has property in Prospect. I don't know where Union Creek is.
Okay, yeah. I went to high school in Prospect for a while, and then I went to high school in Eagle Point, and lived in Shady Cove.
Shitty Cove, is that what it says?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Shady Cove. It's in between. It's Medford, White City, Eagle Point, Shady Cove, Lost Creek Lake, Prospect, Oregon, Union Creek, and then you can go off towards Bend, or you can go off towards Crater Lake National Park and Clams Falls.
That used to be so pretty. Now there's so many. I don't even go there anymore. So many people.
Yeah. Oh, when I was kids, we used to have. I'd drive up to Union or Crater Lake, and there would be 40, 60 feet walls of snow. And my dad used to drive the snowplow, and it would just blow the snow up over the top like 60 feet, you know. And I took my son there a couple years ago, and there was probably about 10 feet. This year, I bet you there's a lot of snow this year. This is the most crazy winter I've seen in over 30 years. I don't think I've seen
Born and
this.
raised here.
Yeah.
It was pretty wild.
You know, I wanted to be a cop. I didn't realize it until later. When I was, I'm 50. But you know what?
50.
You know,
What kind of work do you do? Trade work.
I work at Walmart, tire and lube, headlight, windshield wipers. You know, just that's it.
She's getting all kinds of animals. I'm hoping after we resolve this with you guys say that she stays.
Yeah, we're just gonna if it gets resolved or if it don't, not you know what, I'm just gonna roll it up. And we're gonna go. We'll probably go somewhere else and preach. And if I come down here, I'd hate to miss work to do it. You know, have to come down here to go to court. But
Her mom lives right there, so she's probably not going anywhere.
that's the case. Then you know what, I'm pretty
She
sure
said
that
her mom lives there. I don't know if she's lying.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm not gonna get, you know, judge opportunities, you know. But if not, I'm willing to do it, to take it, you know. It's laying my life down for the gospel, you know what?
Yeah.
And if I did something wrong, then I'm willing to pay for it. You know, but I don't really feel like just giving my space. You know, but you guys seen some video of it, so you know that she was kind of, you know, that's all. I don't know. Don't need to ramble on about it myself. know, when I was on drugs and I was living in Ukiah and I was homeless.
Yeah.
You know, actually, the officers actually respected me. You know, and I'd be passed out on the side of the Safeway in the dirt.
Was you using crank or using something else?
Methamphetamines.
Yeah.
And you know, one day I was just this. Hey, you know it's against the law to be sleeping in. Was it city ordinance?
Yeah.
Turn around. Oh, it's just Mike. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know.
Cock.
Then one time I was had a fire out in the park about 3 o'clock in the morning. One of the Ukiah PDs pulled up and was all like for me to the fence over there, and he's all, "Is that you, Michael?" Yes, sir. Down the road they went. You know.
Trying to establish some sort of rapport with people.
And when they would pull me, you know, there's times when they'd pull me over and harass me, you know, but they did it with, you know, with care and love. Oh man, you know, and some of them are pretty hardcore, and those are the ones I really liked. There's this guy named Chapman, and I was under the influence, and I got pulled over, or I was on the back of a car that got, whatever. Long story short, here we got a bunch of cops behind me. And one of them used to pull me over and say, "Are you under the influence?" I'd say, "Yes, sir." And he'd have it, because I was honest with him, I guess. He said, "Have a nice day." Well, this day he was kind of giggling with his cop friends, and he was like, "So, Mike, when's the last time you used?" "Oh,
3 minutes ago.
A couple days ago." But that was a couple days ago is when I started using again after like a week or so. And then here comes this other cop. "So, who'd you get it from?" And I'm all, "Come on, really?" And he's coming from behind me. And he goes, "What? I'm just trying to have a casual conversation." And as I'm turning around telling them, having a casual conversation, my ass. And then I meet this guy, Mr. Chapman, who was on me, like boom. And then a couple days later, he found me on a payphone, and I found a broken pipe on the ground. And he said, "Empty your bags." So I did, and he arrested me. And you know what? I respect that officer for being so hardcore.
Square.
Oh man, he was just, and now he respects me. You know, he's a great friend. He sees me preaching the gospel, and he stops.
You clean now?
Oh, I've been clean for 7 years.
All right, this deputy's gonna talk to you.
All right, here's the deal, Michael.
Yes, sir.
No one's getting cited out today. We're gonna write a report just to document what happened.
I know. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not mad at her.
I appreciate you responding in that regard. So.
Yeah. I know it got a little rough, and I apologize, ma'am.
He said sorry.
I actually came over to apologize to you. I didn't know I made contact with you.
You did. Thank you.
I apologize.